Hello, this PowerPoint will cover my area of expertise. I will cover several different topics, starting from the technology I am most familiar with, my experience and knowledge in the field of psychology, my hobbies, my philosophy of using technology in the classroom, what is most important when using technology in the classroom, my favorite learning theory and how I will use it in my classroom, teaching methods that I have discovered this semester, how technology can change the culture of a school, how the use of technology can improve student learning, and finally, how I will apply technology to weekly lesson plans. Assistive technology. I am most familiar with e-readers, touchscreen devices, and computers. These devices can be used to download audiobooks. Also, the device normally allows you to zoom into the ebook, which is helpful for visually impaired students. For those who are hearing impaired, assistive listening devices can be very helpful. Some devices that are used by individuals who are visually impaired are screen magnifiers and braille writing equipment. My experience and knowledge in the field of psychology. I have gained knowledge about the human mind and behaviors. I have an understanding of the major theories in psychology. I have gained research skills such as conducting experiments and using a variety of research methods to do so. By conducting experiments and deciding which findings from my data were significant, I have gained skills in analyzing data. In most of my psychology courses, we presented our projects and experiments quite often. Through those presentations, I have gained strong communication skills. Some of my hobbies are dancing, knitting, reading, browsing the internet, baking, and spending time with my family. I would have to say my favorite days are Sundays because that's when I am able to enjoy the beautiful lake view with my family. My philosophy of using technology in the classroom. When technology has just been introduced to students, it can be overwhelming and they can feel unprepared. My philosophy is to make sure my students know that it is okay to make mistakes. We must learn from our failures. I will allow the students to play around with the technology for some time because this will help them become more comfortable with the technology. Lastly, I will take note of where my students are having a difficult time and do a classroom discussion. This will allow students to express their concerns about the technology and build their confidence in using technology. Importance of technology. What is most important to me in regards to utilizing technology as an educator is making sure all of my students feel comfortable and that my students are using it appropriately. They should follow my instructions and use the technology for what we are doing in class. It helps students stay engaged and allows the student and teacher to experiment more concepts related to education than just writing or listening to lectures. Nowadays, technological skills are important. Students will gain essential skills that they will use in their everyday lives. My favorite learning theory is Robert Gagne's learning theory. I will be following his 9 events of instruction. 1. Gaining attention. I will gain my students' attention by providing a video relating to the topic we will be learning about in class that day. 2. Informing the learner of the objective. I will ask questions about the new material to be learned to see what students already know. Then I will inform my students about the learning objectives. 3. Stimulating recall of prerequisite learning. I will help my students remember what they learned previously by doing a quick PowerPoint review. 4. Presenting new material. 5. Providing learning guidance. I will give students examples to help them understand the material we are learning. 6. Eliciting performance. I will ask my students to provide examples relating to what we are learning. 7. Providing feedback about correctness. I will check each student's work and mark their work with either a check mark for correct or X mark for incorrect. 8. Assessing performance. I will assess each student's performance by providing scores and helping them understand where they need practice. 9. Enhancing retention and recall. At the end of each lesson, I will use a PowerPoint with questions to ask the students about what we learned. There are a couple different teaching methods that I have discovered this semester. In regards to integrating technology, using blogs as a way to deliver course information to both students and parents, using podcasts to stay connected with my students, using assistive technology for students with disabilities, teaching students using animated videos. When creating PowerPoints, it's a great idea to add audio, motivate students, and keep them engaged by using creative material to teach. Technology. How can it change school culture? Technology can change the way students interact because the technology takes away from face-to-face social interactions. Schools will be more focused on the technology use, which means computer skills will be an important part of learning. It can also change the way students learn in school, as well as the way instructors are teaching students. Technology can also help increase efficiency of learning new material. Technology. How the use of technology can improve student reflection, collaboration skills, and an enhanced sense of community. An example of collaboration is when there is a discussion among everyone in an online course. Students are able to increase critical thinking skills through this type of collaboration. Students can do reflections by using blogs. They can reflect on the chapters they have read throughout the week, as well as reflecting on something in their life. Blogs can improve writing and help students reflect on themselves personally and what they have learned in class. Technology can help students feel connected and enhance sense of community through working on group projects by using online applications such as Google Docs. Technology. How I will apply technology to weekly lesson plans. I will use PowerPoint presentations to teach lessons. Assignments will involve the use of computers and tablets. I will include video clips relating to the topic each day to enhance my lessons. Using a smart board to teach lessons. I will have my students post daily blogs or vlogs about what they learned in class. I will use Google Classroom. Google Classroom has many tools. It will allow me to apply technology by designing interactive lessons. I will be able to provide feedback to all students. Lastly, students will be able to keep up with their work through Google Classroom. These are my references. Thank you for taking the time to view my PowerPoint.